Hello, my friends. Welcome to my channel, Bringer of Light Intuitive. I'm Cindy. Thank you so much for being here. Welcome in or welcome back. If you are new here, I'd love to hear from you in the comments below. Let me know that you are new and say hello so I can say hi back and meet you. Thank you so much for being here and coming back if you are a returning viewer. We're going to dive into a Who Am I Reading For reading, and that's what I do most around here. And that's where I just get a message and you tell me who I'm reading for, okay? And if you like this style of reading, there are playlists and they are timeless. So you can feel free to go browse through the playlists and see what jumps out at you, because if it fits your story, if it sounds like something that resonates for you, it's probably a message for you. And it could have been posted a year ago. So just take what fits and leave what doesn't. Feel free to check all my playlists out if you want. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for hitting that like button. And thank you for commenting and letting me know who I'm reading for. Let's go ahead and get started. What is the message that wants to come through today? I've been hearing a sudden turnaround all day. So let's see if that wants to come through. I've got the Strength card. Ooh. And the Seven of Pentacles. Strength and Seven of Pentacles feels like you've been waiting for something, and it's taken a lot of strength and courage to get through this process. Could even go back 7 years. It feels like something that you've been working towards, or it feels like a dream that you've been maybe praying for and maybe visualizing, dreaming for a while. Something that you've invested a lot of time, a lot of focus, maybe a lot of dreaming, maybe a lot of prayers. You're asking for your harvest. You know, this is a harvest card, but I feel like it's been unfolding. Sometimes it's like an energy of waiting, patience, and stuff like that. It's like divine timing is taking forever to unfold. And I feel like the taking forever part is where you've had to have strength and courage and maybe find some sort of like what is the word I'm looking for? Like self-discipline. What is the word? I'm feeling a word. Self-control. Maybe that's what it is. Don't know why. But I feel like you've been waiting. And I feel like the slow unfolding here is teaching you patience. It's teaching you self-control, probably. And it's teaching you a little bit about, maybe it's been chipping away at your confidence. But really, this thing unfolding, no matter what it is, that you've been asking for, praying for, or working towards, the not unfolding of it, or the length of time that it has been taking to unfold, could be affecting your confidence. You could be feeling low self-worth. You could be feeling like, I must not be worthy because it didn't happen yet, And I feel like that's a direct reflection of something that you believe on the inside. And so this could be, it's like the higher purpose of the slow unfolding here is to point the light on what's going on the inside of you. So if that is the case, if something is unfolding in a really slow manner, and I feel like, well, it could be anything. I was going to say love, but it could be affecting your confidence. And the universe wants you to shift that and step into your confidence and know that it's unfolding in its own divine time, because it's in the hands of the universe, and it doesn't have anything to do with you. It doesn't have anything to do with your worth, your value, you couldn't do anything differently in order to get this to move any differently. Is the message that I'm receiving. So I feel like somebody needs to know that. Yeah, the moon, it's being hidden from you right now. The movement of this thing is being hidden from you for the reason for, going within and changing your belief on that, telling yourself a different story. Because the belief that it has something to do with you, or you're doing something wrong, or you're not good enough, or whatever, all of that stuff is from an old story. And that's what's healing for you right now. And that's what's changing for you right now. That's the cycle that's closing for you right now, is shifting out of those old stories, those negative beliefs and shifting into the positive. The positive, expecting the best to unfold instead of expecting the worst, or thinking that it's because you're doing something wrong, so you're not receiving your wish fulfillment. Your focus is in the wrong place, and we need to focus on the positives, and you can decide what that is. I've got the Hanged Man here, and he's, first of all, this is a forced surrender energy where you are forced to surrender to the timing, to the knowing that everything is working out in your favor, even if that takes faith. Even if it takes faith for you to believe that everything is working out in your favor, it's that surrender and trust. Put it in the hands of the universe, because it isn't in your hands, and it is not anything to do with you. But the energy that you're feeling from this is because you're identifying with some sort of old hurt inside. It doesn't have anything to do with the situation or you. It's for you to look at what is it that I'm feeling here, and how can I shift out of that? How can I change my thinking about this? Because I'm thinking from something from an old hurt. And he is hanging here in this tree, gaining a higher perspective, gaining a different perspective, seeing things from a different perspective. That's the purpose of this right now that you're going through. And so let's change our perspective. Let's choose a new story. And it can be that easy. I can hear some of you telling me it's not that easy. This has been my experience. I always get let down, or nothing ever happens for me. And I'm not confident because things like this happen to me. I can hear you. And I was you. And that was my story. And I learned how to shift out of that story. And I learned that it can be as easy as you assuming a new story. Telling yourself a new story. If I can do it, you can do it. My son helped to shift me this one day, because my story up until in the recent years, my story was nothing worked out for me, and everything was always falling apart. Nothing ever worked in my favor, and if it did, it was very brief, and then it shattered. And so I had this belief that I was always on the losing end of life, and I had this belief that everything is not going to work out for me, and I always expected the worst because that's what happened to me. And my son actually told me one day, and I can't remember what it was that we were even talking about, but he said, "Mom, you're famous for expecting the worst. What if it doesn't work out that way? What if it works out in the best way? You're famous for always expecting the worst to happen, and you are stressed out for something that is not even going to work out that way. What you think isn't even what's happening." And I was like, what? My son is being the parent here, and my mind went, and my mind changed from that day. I started expecting things to work out in the best. I started to trust my process, my path, and I started trusting, and then it took me down a rabbit hole of learning about manifestation, learning how to change my beliefs, learning how to heal those old patterns, and now I am here telling you that you can do the same thing. So there is something here. You're needing to shift your perspective. You're needing to expect the best. And if something is taking a long time to unfold, it is not because of you. It is not because of anything that you did or could do to shift it. It is because you need to feel this, whatever it is that you're feeling right now, because of this delay. And you need to go within and you need to shift your perspective about yourself and start expecting things to go in your favor. And you can do that by repeating this affirmation: everything is always working out for me. I challenge you to say that for the next 3 days as a mental diet. The next 3 days. From today, from this moment, start telling yourself on a repeating basis, everything is always working out for me. Everything is always working out for me. Everything is always working out for me. I'm so happy that everything is always working out for me. Say it, repeating. Anytime that you have time to repeat and repeat and repeat, especially when you catch yourself going in the negative, you definitely want to erase that. You want to be aware of what's going on in your head. And you want to jump right into that new story that everything is always working out for me. Everything is always working out for me. Everything is always working out for me. And I'm telling you that repeating that affirmation, the repetition installs new beliefs. And for the next 3 days, anytime you're not using your brain for something else, like work or something, if you're driving to work, if you're taking a shower, if you're going for a walk, whenever you have time to focus your energy on everything is always working out for me, I guarantee you will start seeing some crazy stuff happen in your reality, especially if you do this for 3 days straight. And come back and tell me what happened, because things that you are not even expecting will start happening because you're attracting that, because you're installing new beliefs. It's your beliefs that attract things to you. Your thinking becomes things, and your beliefs attract things to you. So let's see what happens when you change your perspective to everything is always working out for you. What do you need to know about that? Oh my God. Your cards are like, yes! That's what we've been saying. It shifts, it closes the old cycle, and it graduates you into this new cycle of abundance, of being magnetic to all the things that you want. We go from the 7 of Pentacles to the 9 of Pentacles. This is attracting abundance. She's magnetic. This is putting you in a magnetic place to attract things to you, attracting abundance. And I've also got the 6 of Swords, which is we are coming out of the challenging time because we're closing that chapter, we're closing that cycle, we're moving in the direction of peace, the direction of balance, the direction of things feeling so much better, the direction of victory and success. This is a success card, a victory card, a graduation into a higher version of yourself card. And you're flowing towards that because you're closing that old cycle and you're moving away from the challenge, and you're finding that you're attracting in things that feel so much better. You're attracting in balance in all areas of your life. You're attracting in abundance. You're attracting in stuff that you didn't even know was possible, just because of that one shift in your perspective. Everything is always working out for me. Everything is always working out for me. I'm planting and I'm installing, like a computer program, I'm installing a new belief that everything is working out for me, and everything does start working out for you. And you start attracting in opportunities and doors opening for you, people doing things for you. You're magnetic. You're seen. You're recognized. You're heard. You're valued. All good things. Because of that one belief. Everything is always working out for you. Try it. Do it for 3 days. 3 days is all. If you want to do it longer, you're going to get even more and even better. Do it for 3 days. Repetition. Repetition dismisses the old, the negative, and installs the new. And when you really embody that belief that everything is working out for you, everything does work out for you. And you'll start seeing the universe will show up for you in your reality that will blow your mind in areas of your life that are working out for you all of a sudden. And the things that happen and the things that people do for you and the way the universe shows up for you, it will blow your mind. I'm here to tell the story. I used to be that old version, and I'm here to tell you you can do it too. So everything is working out for you. Comment it below to seal. Also, let me know how this resonated for you and who I'm reading for right now. And come back in 3 days and tell me what happened for you. And celebrate, even if they're little things. Even if they're little things, like I found money laying on the ground, or, so-and-so took me out to lunch, or I've manifested a free coffee. Okay? Celebrate whatever comes through and let that fuel you to keep going in this direction. Everything is always working out for you. And I will see you in the next reading.